Now then, we're on the straight line mission. I've already had my first disaster. My phone's not charged, and that's what I'm using to do some filming. So Rick, he did some filming this morning. We've already done 2 kilometres. This is where we were staying. So we did to here, and it was here at Lower Gill Holiday Cottages. It's where we stayed last night, and we've just stopped for breakfast, and we'll carry on our line that way. So yeah, I think we've kept within our 25 metre boundaries so far, and now we've picked up the heavy packs and see how far we can get. It was supposed to be wet today and it's not, so that's the first bonus, even though not having a phone charged is the non-bonus. Alright, cheers!
Yeah.
Here we are, our straight line mission starts just over there. We will follow this line. 25 kilometres. To go there. I think it's a bit closer. I'll just pick up it and just jump. And right at the start, there was some movement from the farm, and we had a little panic, decided not to go through this first hedge, and did a 20 metre deviation to go through the gate and then walk up the side of the hedge.
So this is the first bit of a challenge. Our main focal point at the moment is actually that point of a tree in the distance, but we've managed to clamber through this actual swamp, which is deep in places, and we've come from, you can't really tell, but the edge of the field, roughly, got my finger in the right spot, about there, just the other side of that barn. That's where we come from. And yeah, the day's starting well. After the bog, Kev's got wet feet.
Yes.
We're
but I have got a full change where we left the vans. But this is his first big hedge. And we forgot our safety specs for this sort of activity. There's old brambles.
Kev's in a pickle.
Brambles in the egg.
Oh.
I'm through. Just a quick tie up from where we are. That was the start, my first little deviation. Here was the marshes that Rick filmed. Here was the big thick hedge, and then we carried on down to Lower Gill Cottages. This is where I did the intro vid. We had a very good stream crossing here that we didn't record, and now
we've just come from the edge of the barn, just to the left of that barn. We are heading up to our tree, which is our kind of focal point at the moment, and we've just come to the edge of here, and we've got to somehow navigate that. This could take some time. River in the bottom as well. but what a gorgeous day. Gets deep there.
I think his feet wet in time.
Go on. Lead the way. I think I'll be running that. Minimise the foot wetting.
So this is the section in question, and despite it going steep down and steep up, as you can see, we managed to keep on the straight line, 5 metres there at the end, and now we're carrying on. And we're back.
So we spotted quite a few deer just in the tree line. Don't know if you can make out. There they are. They just bolted. They're the ones I just said about.
Oh, I'm looking over there.
No, I said where we were heading to. Yep. Stunning. So in the sheep over there, you'll see the other group. Yep, that's one group. And the other group going to catch them back up. Quite a few deer there. And more. I've lost count, but there could be a good 30 there. And more. Stag at the end. He's a big one. That's them whistling. Amazing.
Well, Rick lost his hat, so he went back for a look. Doesn't look like he's found it, but it's today it was supposed to be raining. We have a lovely day. We're only running about 5 kilometres out of our 25. My pack's very heavy. We are on the line. Well then, I've had my phone in my backpack on charge, so I've now hopefully be able to do some videos. It's really good. We're going quite well. Oh, for fuck's sake! I did all of that and I wasn't recording. Well, I'm now recording, and what I was saying is over there, trough of Bowland, when the sun catches it, it glows red. Absolutely beautiful. We're heading just to the top side of them trees, and that bit of adverse camber, uphill, no path, obviously, that's a bit that's going to be tough. But we're 20-25% done, and halfway through. We're just on lunch, halfway through day one. We are on the line, and yeah, we had 2 landowner bump intos today, other than Paul at this, obviously where we were stopping, but yeah, we had someone who made us go around their field, and then the next landowner we come to bumped into a farmer straight through the middle of his farm. He was very supportive, liked what we were doing, suitably daft. Hopes that we get people as like him that bought into the project and let us carry on with this straight line. So let's hope we kept, it would be borderline 25 metres where we got the first grumpy landowner. So let's hope, but we're definitely within 50. It's literally on that borderline, so we won't know until we've finished, but we'll assume we're within our 25 for now. And now that my phone's charged, it's been in the backpack, then hopefully I'll do some more videos. But unfortunately, it was outside the 25. It was a 28.2. And basically we came up to this fence here. This is actually sort of an extension of their garden. Their dogs were barking. We had a chat and they said basically no. They did say we could come round and go up this road here which took us back to the footpath, but we knew that was too far. So we asked if we could go around their garden field and they said yes. So as you can see, we walked here to the 28 metres and then carried on, and actually when we got across the field we went even worse. We were that sort of annoyed that we'd left our line that we did 30.2 in the other direction, but then we got back on and it was all good. This is where we chatted to the next farmer. We come through here and his dog was barking at us and we had a right good chat, like 10 minutes, and he was all good. But this was the one of the ones I was worried about because it was straight through the middle of the farm. But he was really good and let us carry on. And then that video that you've just done was at this road crossing here where we went through the gate afterwards for an 11-metre deviation.
We knew this section would be tough. Trying to actually walk through this absolute swamp is tough. I mean, it's like, yeah,
this is tough.
This is deep. It's knee-deep bog, and it's awkward to lift your legs over. Again, our point we're aiming for is probably 50 metres left of that tree line. Yeah, off camber to come.
Well, a little bit further. Still got some stunning colours on the trough of Bowland. This is really tough going. Slightly adverse camber. We've just been through a big bog of doom. But yeah, heading somewhere just a bit left of them trees. You don't believe how good this feels when you spot a quad track just about on the line, and we've just been going through that. This feels good.
So we're almost at the top of the first ascent. I tell you what, that is some seriously tough going, because where Kev's coming up now, that was steep.
So from the lunch, across, more across, and then we are heading up here at the moment. Somewhere up here above this farm, up this hill, and we're heading to here. This is where we're going to stop for lunch. This little circular thing here, just 3.2 metres off the line.
Just gives you an idea of some of the terrain we're trying to struggle through.
Until you've walked 10 kilometres in a straight line across lumpy ground with no path, you don't really appreciate how hard it is. But it is very hard. So all hail the trail builders, so you don't have to do this normally.
Just found the remains of the previous guy who tried this. Whew. Could be us later. Trough of Bowland. We're inside. In Gubbra.
Well, that's bloody tough. So we're halfway through today. I think we've reached the highest point and legs are feeling it. Pack's too heavy. But being that we are at the highest point, we've got the best views over to the 3 peaks. That's Pennygent, that's Whernside, Ingleborough in the distance. As you can see, patches of sunshine. I didn't mean to put this sheep pen at our lunch spot, but things like that, I'm saying it's calmer. And yeah, we're heading somewhere over there. Just about on the line. It's like the other side of this sheep pen. Well, this is the entrance. Anyway, I'm gonna have a brew, lunch, and let my hamstrings heal a bit, because when you've got to lift your legs like twice as high as normal in deep boggy tussocky ground, it's yeah, it's pretty tiring. So, but we're still on mission. We're still possibly just in the platinum, certainly in the gold. I'm hoping we're in the platinum. It all just depends on that one grumpy landowner that we met, how much that cost us, but we'll find out in a few days when stick it into the Score My Line website. Anyway, cheers.
Highest point for today. Highest point of the straight line.
Oh man, we had a 45-minute lunch stop. Now I've set going again, and yeah, my legs are feeling it, cramping up just with setting off. Still got good views. Not a rick, but still got good views of Forest of Bowland. I mean, it is an area of outstanding natural beauty. I made it here, so sort of halfway. Main Waddy Fell Road. We're having a pause because the farmer's rounding up the sheep in this field in his quad, parked just down there, and we need to go straight across, so we have a momentary hold. But we're sat on the line, and yeah, wait for the farmer, his dog and quad to come back. So here we are where we had lunch, and then along the top. We're now just here at this road, and just waiting, and we're heading to camp, which is over in these. And look, a gate, and sort of on his line.
After you, sir.
Thanking you, sir. Certainly much easier than past that house there. A big wall we had to climb over. Pity we couldn't use the bridge, but we can use the gate. And now up there, and look at that, a stile, and just on the line. And after another set of boggy marsh, tussocky, adverse camber uphill, we deserve the break of a little style. How's your legs, Rick?
Sore.
Yeah?
Tougher than you think.
It's definitely tougher than you think, walking where there's no path. All hail the trail builders. 3 o'clock, and those trees, that's our camp at 14 kilometres of 26 kilometres. So yeah, it looks good. We'll aim for them, and hopefully it will be a suitable camp spot, because we're both absolutely in pain now. We really could do with camping. Yeah?
Yeah.
Just wandered on, and Rick could stop for maybe just taking some photos. But those woods, they do look brilliant, wild camping woods. So let's hope that they are. Well, this is where I earmarked for camping, this nice little deciduous valley. It's just a little bit steeper. Although it is that flat one now.
Can't really see. There is flat bits. Potential. Absolutely stunning. Stunning spot. Just hella steep to get down to.
Rick's dedication to the line here is going to see him hurt himself, because it's alright there, but then a little bit further, about 2/3 of the way down this 30-foot drop, he's got a 10-foot cliff.
This is all fairly stable, I'm happy with that. Just keeping over this at the moment.
I'm eyeing up going off the line over there to get down. Chuck your bag from there, Rick.
I don't think it's that bad from here. I think it is worth ditching the bag.
Yeah, it's definitely worth ditching bag.
The bag survived. We're all good. That's the drop there.
Yeah, I can see.
Probably a camp spot as well.
Yeah. Give us a wave. Hey!
Down in this gorge, I've managed to stick to the line. Was quite a risky undertaking, but you know, I'm not dead yet. All's good. Time to get some of this water boiled so I can have some food. Yummy. So I've just come down, basically hanging onto that tree, straight down there, straight off that cliff, into this, down to here. And we're now at the camp spot for day one, at this stream. So I'm going to use some of that water to boil and get some pasta on the go. Kev's just making his way down, off the line, but that's Kev. Tomorrow morning though, the line is straight up that, which is like probably a good 75-80 degrees. It's going to be tough.
I didn't go off the line. Actually, the way this Score My Line website works is it takes your first point and your last point and connects them. doesn't sort of doesn't know the line you're going for. So there you can see it looks like I'm 22 metres away, and here where I went a little bit off I'm only 3.2 metres, but I'm still within the 25. And actually down the bottom here the GPS wasn't working very well, but that's where we turned it off for the night. And yeah.
So this is near vertical. Kev's on his way up. Starts off with a rocky start and he's slip sliding his way up. Yeah, grand.
So we were going to camp down there, but I wasn't happy. Rick was happier down there. Well, Rick could have found somewhere. Rick could have found somewhere to manage. I wasn't happy. So we've scrambled straight up and we're here. So this is Rick's bivvy. So he's under there in his bivvy bag tonight. I've brought my tent that I bought in, I think, maybe 89. 89 I think's about right. I was 14 and we went camping, and I got this Pheonix Phreak because I was a freak then and I'm still a freak now. And all my mates were buying force 10s that were basically like this but without this bell end, and I, you know,
still pretty much on the line.
Yeah, we're still pretty much on his line. But yeah, I wanted a tent with some storage, and who doesn't like a big bell end? So there, I got this Pheonix Phreak instead of the Force 10s that everyone else was getting, and I'm still using it now. I'm not saying it's still waterproof because all the all the seam sealing has just gone to powder, as it has on my rucksack as well, that's a similar age. But anyway, this is our camp for the night. That's my bed for the night. And yeah, straight lining. It's hard. It is hard. The adverse camber, the twisting of the legs, the bogs, the where you've got to lift your knees in big tall tussocks just makes it hard work. So we've done 15 kilometres, we're just over halfway, and we'll wake up tomorrow and not be able to move and then try and finish the other half. So hats off to all those people that have done these straight line multi-day missions and whatever, across Wales, across Scotland. Well done. We're doing this for 2 days and those are like 4 or 5 days, so I applaud you even more than when I watched your videos and decided that I'd have a do with it. Cheers. Leave it there at the end of day 1 and tune in next week for part 2. I mean, we're still on for a gold, as you can see here, still in the gold. That 30.2, which was the deviation just after we'd had the first landowner that asked us to go around their field garden-y thing, and got a bit sidetracked and lost that 30.2. He said it would have been 28, but hey-de-ho, and now here we are at camp. So next week you can tune in for day 2 that includes the big river crossing, the River Hodder, and we're 1 day after Storm Barbet or whatever it was called, so we're expecting that to be quite flooded.
Yeah.
Right, Rick's going.
We're dead, Brand.
see the water.